Heading deeper underground. Let's go see what we find in here. From now on, there is no going back, is there? What? What the hell? What do you mean there's no going back? There's like one more door that I haven't even opened yet. Or a key that I haven't gotten. The notched arrow door. Huh? You can't even go back. Well, there's no going back because you can't go back. That's nice. We're going in. Final hour, the abyss of the horizon. Okay, well, let's go see what happens. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that you need to do something with the stroller grandma, because she's the one like coming, like hanging around in the first area. But whatever, let's go. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of disappointed if I miss out. Oh, they actually give you like a lot of loot. Shattering the mirror and letting go of her attachments, proceeding alone to that other shore. Splintered fragments of a stone mirror lie scattered around the small shrine. Looking round, I can see some pieces in the water too. Is this where the priestess shattered the mirror? Shattering the mirror and letting go of her attachments and proceeding alone to that other shore. You know, one thing. The locked box with the holy. I think you were supposed to do that with Kay when you found the key, most likely. And I missed out on that too. Maybe it would have been something to do with the notched arrow door too. I mean, this kind of feels like it's the...
Let me sleep forever.
Hi. Hi. So there's actually like two of these. What the hell? So that's Kuse family head. What the hell? That guy was there, but what? He wasn't allowed to be there, or was that the situation where they let him inside and that's where all things got fucked up because they saw each other? I don't think I can go back. No. Beckoning woman. there's an item in the bottom. But yeah, those optional like haunting things are like super hard to find. I feel they're like like single spots somewhere where you need to like find them. Be kind of funny if you'd have a time limit to get there before the song ends. You just die. Game over. Most likely not, though. Okay, so you don't even have the candle anymore.
I won't let you escape. Never.
Who is that? Is that the small girl? I mean, I have a hard time fighting here, so I need to get the fuck out of this place. Haha, you missed. I walked straight into you. Okay. Wait, I thought she would be flying. Well, she got two-shotted. So was that supposed to be Akane, the sister of Kaname? But yeah, those like haunting pictures seem to be like super hard to find. Like you have to find the certain hotspot area. And otherwise you can't find it. Like this game seems to have like lots of hidden content that is like really fucking cryptic. Hold on, what the fuck? I can actually go down, but I can also walk on this thing. Is there a point to this? This is actually a really interesting game. Like the storyline is kinda like confusing, but at the same time it's actually pretty interesting, not to mention the whole like what is the correct way, what are you like, what can you do? It seems to have like multiple options to do something. But I'm not sure, it might be like a or like multiple things to find, and they might affect things. But I don't know. This is kind of like a game that I need to like actually explore a lot more in order to find. Because I only found one, like, haunting in the... Oh, fuck. Need to get the fuck out of this thing again. Get the fuck off of me! I'm not into that kind of things. You too! Just mash like super fast. Okay, now you die. Sons of bitches. Maybe I'll just run into a better position. Bye! Goodbye! Like, if I can fight against them here, I will. You're a traitor! To what? You're a traitor to us. Oh shit! The girl with plaited hair who begged Miku for help. She was waiting for her brother to come back. She must have gone into the shrine to try and help him. And then... they did something to her, but fuck! I didn't get the full, like, because it partly feels like you can actually get the story if you kill enough of the enemies. Like, I wonder if there's like a thing to that. Stakes have been stabbed into the middle of a pool of blood on the bare rock foundations. The girl in the Shrine Maiden's dress, was she here? Hold on, did they actually stake her? Did I completely miss this actually? Commandment Tome. Tome key found in a shrine near the deserted house seems to be the same as the one from your dream. An old tome found where the girl was hiding. It is written in red ink. The Otherworld. Researchers notes that came from used belongings in Miku's attic. Could they be Dr. Aso's? Tattooed diary. An old diary found in the hanging cell seems to be composed of the priestess's thoughts. A diary found together with the Mirror of Laws. The tattooed priestess' thoughts are written in it. This is the Kuse Elders thing. The pain etched into the priestess must have been very deep. The spread of the rift continues. We may not be able to stop it even with the Shrine of Sleep. My body has been halfway engulfed by the rift and misery surrounds me. It is not clear how many days have passed since the unleashing. The only ones left are the young handmaidens. I feel pity in doing so, but I will instruct Hisame to conduct a final impalement. What is the final impalement? Now that I recall, there was an echo stone airing in that man's ear. talking about Kaname. He could have been Kyoka's forbidden child. Perhaps he came back from the village down below. If so, then he would be Amane's older brother. How sorrowful. One of the handmaids led a man who came to offer his pain into the Kusa shrine, and so tattoos have entered the priestess's eyes and the doors to the Chamber of Thorns have opened. We should never have let a man in the shrine. No matter who it was, we should never have engraved the priestess's empty eyes. Now that I have felt the pain of the holy as well, even I am not allowed outside. Before the rift that has spilled forth from the Kusa shrine spreads any further, we must find a way to shut the shrine within the rift. We must summon shrine carpenters and seal the Kusa shrine. Many sacrificial pillars will be required. Huh. Now this is actually starting to make sense. Top shrine carpenters have been gathered together to seal the Kusa shrine into the depths of a great cavern so that not even a single ray of light can enter into the darkness. Then we must erect a shrine of the rift in front of the great cavern using spirit trees as the core pillars and with sacrificial pillars arranged so that the darkness is purified and the rift cannot leak into the world. We must erect a shrine of the rift in front of the great cavern, using spirit trees as the core pillars. So Shrine of the Rift is the big area, like the big shrine. When building or repairing the Kusa shrine at last passage, all the carpenters of the Moria family except for their leader must be prepared to stay behind, never to return. Excluding one who exceeds in their craft, all the carpenters must fulfill their duty to protect the secrets of the shrine by being buried as the sacrificial pillars lining it. The remaining Moria carpenter must become the master builder and ensure that the craft is carried on to the next generation. Unfortunately, that didn't even happen because I'm pretty sure the Master Carpenter was also sacrificed. He had to do it. After the unleashing happened, the priestess who had wandered loose from the Chamber of Thorns roamed about the manor as if in dreams. I assume Chamber of Thorns is the place where all of them are laid down, where Kay entered. Those passages the priestess entered were engulfed by the rift and fell into darkness. Basically everything. The Rift Shrine is a hidden shrine that ensures that the priestess wanders forever and never escapes and the rift does not spill forth. And the Rift Shrine is apparently the thing in the upper area, but for whatever reason she actually got out. The Rift Shrine makes the priestess wander for eternity and stakes must be used to impale her limbs while praying for her peaceful rest. When the priestess is restless, it is necessary to build onto the Shrine of Sleep and pray for her to slumber. Or wait a minute, is the Rift Shrine... I'm kinda confused with this. The Shrine of Sleep is sealed within a dream to prevent priestess from escaping at the spread of the rift. But that almost didn't happen. Why are these like Red Diary 1? Amane led a man into the Kusa shrine. The man woke the priestess from her dream. The Kusa code must be allowed. She must be punished by impalement. She must not be let go. My mother told me that I have an older brother. This is Amane. Yeah. His name is Kaname and he lives in a house on outside. In the Kusa house they throw away boys, so he was sent outside. She told me many times that this was a secret. My brother has the same earring as my mother. They're beautiful earrings that she got from father. Mother gave it to him so that no matter where he is, he can hear her voice. wonder if he can hear my voice too. I want to see him. Reika was made into a priestess. I help take care of the priestess. She tells me about the outside. She says when she talks the pain isn't as bad. I'm glad that I can be of some help. The priestess has an earring just like Mother's. She says it was present from a cool friend so that she can hear his voice no matter where she is. I think that friend is Kaname. The priestess talks about him a lot. The priestess seems kind of lonely. Kaname snuck in with the people who came to ease their pains. He said he wants to see the priestess just once. It is against the code, but as she is going to have to perform the rite of commandment soon, she won't be able to leave again. I want to help them meet just once. Kaname went into the shrine to the priestess's place. Men cannot go into the shrine. I'm sure the mistress will be upset. My brother hasn't come back. I'm almost out of purification candles. He said he just wanted to see the priestess one more time and then that he just wanted to be with her again. He hasn't come back. I'm sure the head of the family is angry that a man entered the shrine. I know he won't be forgiven. He hasn't come back. He hasn't come back. I wanted to talk with him more. I wanted to stay with him forever. With Kaname and with Reika. Everybody together. Amane led a man into the shrine. The head of the family is so angry. If the priestess wakes up, the commandment will be broken and the rift will spread. The family head teaches all the handmaids so hard so that they won't forget their duties. The head of the family ordered that Amane be impaled and that her brother be cast out of the manor. Because of the duties of the handmaids and the duties of the Kusa shrine, there was no other choice. Amane, I'm sorry. So this was, like, this one was, okay, let's impale her. This one was like, sorry, she didn't, like, she was pretty friendly to Amane. I wonder if being impaled hurts. I wonder which hurts worse, having the stake go in a little bit at a time or having it stabbed through all at once. I wonder if they die if the stake goes all the way through. I wonder if it matters if they die. I want to impale a real priestess soon. This was like some crazy ass fucking priestess girl. But there was, like, there's no numbered entry on this green diary and grey diary. But there is numbered entry on red diary, so you think that there would be another one. Purple diary is the mother of the Akane and Kaname. Akito hasn't come back, everyone disappears from the manor, leaving me behind. I'm always the one who is left here combing my hair impatiently. No matter how much I comb my hair, no matter how much I concentrate my feelings, he never returns. Could it be that the airing the child, neither of them will convey my love to him? The manor has been closed off due to the unleashing and I'm not allowed to go outside. I wonder if I'm destined to remain in solitude forever. I can only remember his face vaguely. That picture he left, that last earring he left, I left them all back in the manor. It's all so hazy now, it seems like it was all just a dream. I at least wanted him to just see my hair. Hold on! There was actually a picture of the guy somewhere in the manor. The folklore guy was the one, but I never found anything. Once the snow melts, I'll be parted from Kyoka and most likely never be able to return. Men are not needed in the manor. If necessary, I could run away, but if possible, I would like to take Kyoka with me. That feeling is what keeps me here. Sometimes worshippers from nearby villages come here. All of them cover their face and head into the shrine. Today's worshipper seemed like a woman. She was holding a child-sized bundle and it looked as if she was crying. I can also hear that lullaby. I wonder if the ceremony is like some sort of funeral. This is Mios. No, Kisuna Himura. Yeah, it's the one who was sacrificed. This is... The notebook that was in Kei's bag, it has his notes on the last verse of the lullaby. There's so many like hidden things it feels like. Which makes me wonder if I actually... Like, what did I actually miss out on? That's the thing. Like, I feel like I could have gotten... like, Mio thing as well. Like, you were supposed to get something. Do something and get the Mio as well. Like Mio storyline. A book has been left behind in front of the cell where the priestess must have been kept. These are so cryptic, it's hard to actually figure out what you can do and what you can't do. Tattooed Diary 3. I had a dream about him. In the rift that hell of Holly. He came before me as I was to be lowered into the abyss. The mistress does not notice. It's my dream after all. He extends his hand, I do too. Just as our fingers are about to touch, the holy abates just a bit. I didn't lose myself, but we couldn't touch. Even I, who have been engraved with the holy of so many people, even I might still be able to dream of him, in my eternal sleep. She actually saw her, he came there, and they noticed but it was too late. And this is the impalement of the Akane. Now it's actually starting to make sense. The one thing that doesn't make sense... Well, I mean... Nah. Wait, which one is actually the... Whatever, let's just save over Miku. We're heading further, that was some reading there. Type 14 film and sacred water. They're like giving you these loots, which makes it obvious that you're closing in on a last battle. Did I hear something? Nah, probably not. Oh, here's another one. Like, these are hard to find, I guess. Like, I got 14. Drowned man. Last passage. A shrine carpenter who came to fix the abyss bridge. He drowned himself due to the miasma.
I don't want to see anymore.
Like, it's starting to make sense, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Was it because the man came and she's now like basically roaming around doing stuff and she's
Don't want to see anymore.
She's not like being evil on purpose, but she's kind of like a... Oh shit, you can kick these around. She isn't doing this on purpose, but she's like a... Oh shit. I accidentally walked into a cutscene. This is the... I assume this is the Chamber of Thorns or whatever it is. The miasma is strong here. Was that you? Or was that... Oh, did the guy actually get in here?
Reika?
Kaname. And he woke up.
Reika!
And that's how everything got fucked.
In my dreams,
Why did that handmaiden guide a man such as you to the Chamber of Thorns? Do not enter the Chamber of Thorns. You must not disturb the priestess who lies
I don't want to see anymore.
But did this happen after everything? Because I thought that the Kuse family... I feel like this happened after everything. She's coming for you. She's got them titties. Holy shit, that's loud.
No one will survive. No one.
So...
Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal this way. But I can't. I realized that I'm sorry.
Bye.
Why did
What the fuck? She actually has like a...
I realized that I must be eternal.
She's shooting cum shot as well.
It's my fault. Why did I have this dream?
Planting mines.
I realized that I must be eternal.
But if I go over here...
But I can't. I realized
Oh shit, just teleports in front of me.
why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal.
Oh!
But I can't.
What the hell happened there?
It's my fault. Why did I have this dream?
There's like a demon thing on top of her. At least she's not an insta-kill like it. Well, I'll just run here.
I realized that I'm sorry. It's my fault. Why did I have this dream?
What the hell?
Again. That moment always in my eyes. Etched in over and over. Again. Again. That moment always in my eyes.
Okay.
That is I realized that I must be eternal. The pain
So if that thing actually catches me, we go into the miasma shit and I assume she...
living on etched in. I realized that I must be dating over inside my heart. My memory. My pain. It's my fault. So many emotions stretched into me. That is I realized that I must be eternal. The pain of so many others. The pain of losing someone dear.
Again.
Again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over and over. Again. That moment, always in my eyes. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal. I realized it's my fault. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal.
God damn.
It's my fault. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal. But I called it. I realized that I'm sorry. It's my fault. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal.
Oh.
Again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over and over. Again.
Holy fuck.
Always in my eyes.
She came out of nowhere. No, I thought that you could like interrupt that shit.
Etched in. I realized that I must be repeating over and over inside what I called my memory.
Fuck.
Again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over.
I really do hope that she doesn't regenerate like in the previous games. Because that would kinda suck.
I realized that I must be eternal. But I called it here. I realized that it's my fault. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal.
Oh fuck, did I actually...
But I called it here. Again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over and over. Again. That moment.
As long as I see where she is, then
Etched in
I can
and over.
run.
Again. That moment, always. Emotions are etched into mystery. It is always that I must be eternal. The pain of so many others. The pain of losing someone dear. It's my fault. Living on. Etched in. I realized that I was repeating over and over inside. Memory. My pain. It's my fault. So again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over and over. Again. That moment, always in my eyes, etched in over and over. Again. That moment, always in my eyes. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal. But I called it.
What? She took like 5,000 damage and she is still alive.
Why did I have this dream? I realized
Damn.
that I must be eternal.
I should have done that actually.
I called it.
No.
It's my fault. Why did I have this dream? I realized that I must be eternal.
Holy fuck.
Please, let me sleep.
That was actually moderately tough instead of being like a cheap insta-kill one-shot city. So she basically
It's all right
saw
to close your eyes now.
her lover die in front of her eyes, which made her like basically they kept repeating that it was not the tattoos must not go into their eyes or something or another. And that's what happened, which did the unleashing. And she completely saw it all the time. She was there seeing his lover being dead. Like it's etched into my eyes.
Go to the other side. Go to the other side. Cast the boat. Take a ride. Cross the rift to the other side.
So
Further.
Ray sends them into the other side.
It must sail bearing your tattoos and our offering of tears.
But why didn't they do this if they could do this? Like the shrine. It feels like the whole unleashing happened after, but how could they like write that whole thing and do the sacrificial pillars and all that? So there's all the dead people basically, that's the other side.
Cross the rift.
Or the
To the other
underworld.
side.
And the people who've been stuck here are going there as well.
You are always with me, no matter what. You gave me so much. Because you were with me. Because you were always with me. That's how I survived. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This time, I'm going with you.
What?
Thank you.
I don't even understand what the fuck you're talking about.
I understand how you feel. I understand. But I must go. Must go alone.
Fuck.
I will take these tattoos to myself!
Okay. Sure. You can keep them.
When you die, then I'll be gone forever.
Well, that's not nice to
As
say.
long as you go on living, a part of me will continue to live on. That's why I need you to live.
She didn't wake up in pain and screaming. But what about Miku? Bad end. I don't know. Was that it actually? It was. Like I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like it didn't really give the explanation. Like, okay, first of all, the story is pretty like convoluted. But you understand it like in the end. Especially if you read all the logs. But there's still like some small question marks. Like for example, did the unleashing actually happen after, or like that thing, did it actually happen after the whole event of seeing her like boyfriend dying, and it basically killed everyone, and it just stayed like that? Everything went to shit there after that. Basically, that's why you're still there like that. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit while I talk. So, is it like a lower it a little bit more. So, was it like did everything go to shit after that, and it was like dilapidated and everything was like that after the whole event? Which would mean that they saw earlier, like in the lowering of the cage thing, and the guy actually sneaked in there after that and went there, and the Kuse head, family head, killed him, and then everything got like exploded. Or was that like when it happened? But then again it was like okay, so maybe she was corrupted with the rift like that. Like she said that he's partly corrupted and can't go outside anymore. She has to be isolated. So maybe it was that situation. And then she would like wander there all the time. But how did it actually, if they sealed everyone, the Moria carpenters made the seals and stopped everything, how come she could actually still move around and be like corrupting people? Did they, like, was it like they got there because went there because of their like feelings of regret and longing? So they got into this manner of sleep where she actually hunted, and they would have just like died there basically because they were all like going there with their feelings of longing and regret. But Rei was the one who actually managed to break the whole thing and cut the chain. Or was it something different? This is the biggest question mark I don't really understand. It's kind of like left open with like the complete... Because the manner of sleep is obviously the sleep area where she wanders permanently and you go there and then you get corrupted and like have to stay there basically, going deeper and deeper to follow that, like the longing, and then eventually you die because like either you follow the person too deep or the tattooed priestess kills you. Okay? Maybe it's like that. This is my theory. It's kinda like that. But the thing is, they don't give out the complete like explanation unless there's like something hidden that you need to find. Because the game is like pretty cryptic. Like maybe not cryptic is the right word, but there's like lots of hidden things that you can find. I missed out on so many probably, like those optional side quests and the storylines, which I kinda am pretty pissed off about because I wanted to know what happened to the characters eventually. And like I have a feeling that most of them you can get like explained and get the names for them, like the Kyoka person. You probably get like a name for her and get connected to the whole storyline. You get the holy pin and open the thing. There's also the notch door, and most likely the stroller grandma is like the thing with that because she comes from there. Like it's a fixed encounter. But what can you do to her? Can you even kill her? Wait, that's Miku and Rei, I guess. So Miku, they're hinting that Miku
I never understood why we survived. But now, I realize why we were allowed to live.
I'll go on living, even with the pain.
So the ending was basically Miku survives, Rei survives. But I wonder... the rank E, that classic. Difficulty normal. Days elapsed, night 16. Finish time 25. Ghost list 14 out of 33. Like... An extra mode was added, the ghost list was expanded, a mission mode was added, a gallery mode was added, a costume option was added, a difficulty level of hard was added. I don't know what the extra mode is. The ghost list was expanded. I assume that now it shows like all the enemies as well. And the other things, like in the second game you got like you could see the enemies as well. Ending 1 is now accessible. You can now buy new items in extra mode. What the hell? Ending 1 is now accessible? What does that mean? I don't understand. Like, what the hell? New game, you can play on hard. Okay. So, on normal, it just goes to this. I need to check out the other ones as well. I don't know what the time elapsed because I basically did this as fast as possible. Like, I didn't go back at all. I basically just finished everything the moment I got here, but you can also come back, which expands the night levels, or like the nights, I guess. But I'm not sure if it actually changes anything. With it. So is it from the load game? You can buy new items in extra mode. Play the scenario from the beginning with existing data. In this mode, you can play to complete various missions. You can change the character costumes. You have the accessories, but... Ruri? Who the fuck is Ruri? And by the way, also the other one is... I don't even have any other costumes. Nice. The other thing is you never got to know what happened to Mio. Like, I feel like I missed out. Using your photo points, you can make various additional purchases. You can see bonus scenes and movies. There is ending too. I'm not sure what the... difference is. Maybe it has like all of them surviving. So yeah, I can buy a yukata costume for Rei. This is locked. I don't know how to get Rei suit, Rei pinafore dress, Miku yukata, Kei yukata, Rei hair ornament, Miku parrot, okay, Kei brow band. Ruri is the cat? You can actually equip the cat. Oh, you need to buy these. Upgraded lens crush by Rei and Kei. Serial by Rei and Kei. Stop by Rei and Kei. So if I would have saved my photo points, I would have bought. Sense, that's the HP. Then you get the zoom. 100,000 infinity. I guess that means that you have infinite ammo or something. Festival, not sure what that is, but it's costly as well. Like, there is another ending, but I don't know how to get that. Like, I have no idea. And the annoying part is that I missed out on the... Hey, wait a minute. Actually, let me go. Can I see the coast lists as quickly? Like, is it the same thing as in the second game? Can I see the coast list and the enemies there? Because it's... the notched arrow area. It has to be... maybe... I don't know.
Where am I?
Like, the thing is, there's so many... It seems like there's so many... No, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. Like, you can see these, but you can't see the... God damn it. Well. Too bad. I mean... I don't know how to feel about the ending. Like, the ending is... but if there's like a true ending that's basically like the good ending, then... Well... I mean... Maybe then. But that's kind of like... like, it's not bad. The bad ending isn't bad. But it's still like so... It... Like, in the first game, the ending was actually really good. Because it kind of like... made sense, and the whole like it kind of like it gave you an ending. In the second game, like I said, I hated the ending because it was so bad. I got the basically the bad ending, I assume, which is like which is well, she kills Mayu, and then it's that. But both of them actually follow up to this, like Mayu going missing, Mio probably killing her, and then Kei following them. And the first game, like Mafuyu vanishing, going away, they all like connect to this, so it's kind of like I guess canon. But still, I mean, still, the ending isn't bad, but it's kind of like yeah. But here are some of my thoughts about this game. I think this is actually a fucking good game. Like, honestly. And I don't know why I haven't really heard people talk about the third game, because from what I heard, many said that the second game is like the super good, the best in the series. That's why it was remade. And I just didn't like the second game. I think this game is better than the first game. Like, the atmosphere is on the same level. Like, it's literally the same level. It feels like it's made by the same people, that they just made it like fucking creepy. Like, especially there was the moment when you see that there's the mirror situation and you see the fucking mirror bleed, like the bloody handprints on the mirror, and then the fucking ghost just pops out of there. Like, not even pops out, it just like comes up slowly. It's like it made my heart skip a beat. It didn't make me like jump scared, it made me like terrified. I can't explain it, but it made me like fucking, you know, creeped out. Holy fuck. It didn't jump scare, and that's like that means the scare or the horror is made perfectly. It doesn't just like focus on the crazy jump scare and like weird like plot twist shit. It actually like does that, and that's, well, that actually sold me the whole game already. Well, okay, I actually liked this pretty much from the beginning. It was return to the root of the first game, kind of like a mansion area where you go exploring. You are slowly opening up the places, checking out the puzzles, whereas the second game was like insanely large open area with basically nothing. You have to go, like, it took so long in the second game to go from point A to point B, because it was just so long. I hated that. In this they made it like in the first game, and that's the best thing. Also, like, the atmosphere is just really good. This is way better than the second game, like, hands down. I think the second game is far inferior than this, and, well, far inferior than the first one. But this had, like, everything done well. The whole, like I said, the second game actually had the surveyor subplot, basically, which was, in my opinion, well done, and I would have wanted there to be more of those, like, subplots that you do. In this there was way more, but I feel like I missed out on them, so I didn't get to see them, like, completed. I feel like I'd need to do some cryptic shit, or hunt them down more, or find them at certain points, or do something to actually, like, find them and get them. Like, maybe spend more time in the real world, like, go back and do stuff, because I feel like that's part of the whole what you need to do. You need to go back and research and do stuff and explore and search for things and make Miku search and research and all that, and that will open up many of the possibilities that you can do. So I feel like I missed out on them, and there was more of those like, they would have been deeper, the subplots. There were more subplots, like the Kyoka, the wandering mother and daughter, or the mother and daughter who are searching for, which, like, I'm pretty sure I could have found more about it. The crawling woman, Yoshino, all of those, like, added up, and I feel like I would have gotten even more there. Maybe even the rope man would have been, like, explained more if I did something correctly there. Like, because the Mio and Mayu stuff just ended abruptly. There was no conclusion to it. It's just like they vanished completely. You don't know what happens or where they are. It's just so... It's kind of strange. I feel like I missed that completely. And that might be something that affects the ending. Maybe. I don't know. Also, this game actually was fairly easy. At least the first part of the early part of the game was like pretty easy. Like, they returned with the whole first game, like, enemies die fairly easily, but they also might be able to take like do insane amounts of damage to you. But not as bad as in the first game, because the first game, like, it was clunky. Like, the aiming and the moving and everything. It was a lot more clunkier in that, and it was a lot harder to see the enemies. In this, the ghosts are actually a lot more easier to follow and see. Probably because you don't even have the see, like, attachment. They made it easier just so that it wouldn't be so fucking annoying. So they are a lot easier to follow. There's not that many of the enemies that actually just teleport into another part instantly and attack you. They're kind of like possible to follow, and that was actually also a problem in the second game, like a big problem which made me annoyed. Even, like, not just that, but the fact that the enemies are like insane bullet sponges in the second game, and you do so little damage to them. And they're like time wasters, like, especially the hiding children. They're fucking time wasters in the second game. They just, like, it's so hard to do damage to them because they take so long to actually, like, be able to shoot them. Not to mention that the whole game, like, basically, maybe like 70% of the time the enemies come together, so you're going to be mobbed also. Like, they totally threw that way too hard in there. There shouldn't be like that. Not to mention, I'm still salty about the last part of the second game where, like, I don't mind the insta-kill of the second game, but the end boss insta-kill. But the fact that it's like you have to go through a insanely long tunnel of gauntlet of enemies there, and you don't have save. It's like made to troll you, like just to make you annoyed, because you're going to be dying to the enemy randomly, most likely when you're first playing. Okay, but it's just so, why would they do that? Not to mention, like, the point of you having like a stone mirror or something, like, is totally wasted. Like, I have lots of healing items. Okay, they're completely pointless at the end because the enemy will one-shot you every time. This was way better done. Even the first game was better done. I assume the last boss would one-shot you in that as well. She didn't hit me, but I assumed that. But the thing is, she wasn't like such an insane bullet sponge, and you could kill her with like actual things. In the second game, the boss is like insane bullet sponge. Not to mention, he actually like regenerates instantly, so you can't even win unless you have like the strongest, either the strongest or the second strongest films. If you've wasted them earlier, you just can't win, because he will regenerate too fast. And you need to like keep on, even with the strongest film, I had to use it 4 times. And 2 of them were like the zero shot, the special ability. Like, what the fuck? Or how many times did I do? Like, I think 3. But anyway, that's like insane. And you need to be like baiting counter hit from it while its attack being an insta-kill that you can't, like, do. Okay, it's kinda easy after the first try, you know how it works. But still! Like, what the hell? This one was made way better. This boss was actually difficult and challenging, the last boss, but it didn't have, like, cheap insta-kill shit. I'm not sure if the second, like, the darkness form, and if she hits you was insta-kill, because she just slapped me at some point. I didn't have full health, and I lost my stone mirror, so it might be, but it might not be. But at least the stone mirror actually works in that, so you don't have a... Yeah, I have an item that I've been saving, but it's pointless. But anyway, and you don't need to use, like, the last boss is strong and has lots of health, but it's not regenerating. At least it didn't seem to be regenerating, and you can just kill her with others. Like, the negative thing about that, the only real negative thing about this that I have to say, I already said it once, is that you need to have the, like, the items are shared. Everybody has, like, the same items on the ground. The unfortunate part is you don't know what the item on the ground is unless you check it. And if you check it, you automatically pick it up, and you can't, like, there's no prompt for, do you want to pick this up, just to leave it for someone else. Like, you can get pretty fucked. Like, if you, for example, imagine if I took everything with Miku. Miku is the first one to actually, like, stop, like, what should I say, like, start to sleep. You can't use her, she's the first one that does that. Imagine if I'd picked up everything for her, and Kay wouldn't have anything, and you actually need to, like, fight with Kay against a couple of moderately challenging enemies. And or, like, using Rei at the end, and you don't have anything. Like, that's just not, like, that's a poor design choice. It should have been, like, there's a prompt, do you want to pick this item up? And you can choose, no, I don't, because I want to give it to someone else when they can get here. That's my opinion. So, but that's, like, the only negative. The whole game is otherwise insanely good, in my opinion. It has the atmosphere, it has, like, creepy music, it has the quality of life improvements to the camera and the motions and all those. Thank God they actually changed the recharge time from the second game, because that was so fucking... Like, okay, the recharge time wouldn't even be a problem. I can't say that it would be a problem, because it's not a... Like, it's a detriment that you just play around. But since the enemies are such insane bullet sponges, it makes it suck ass. It makes it even worse. It makes the, like, the recharge just fucking stupid ass shit. And shouldn't be there. It's cool that they actually changed that out from here. But there's also, like, there's lots of replayability in this, because there's no possible way to actually get the full, like, upgrades to every character the first time you go. And that's kind of like, well, I mean, it's challenging, but it's kind of like, I needed to save so many points for Kay, because Kay is so weak. Like, Kay really needs it. Miku can deal with lower levels, but Kay is like, you really need to upgrade his stuff in order to be able to use him, because he fucking sucks. Like, really. I mean, they're trying to enforce the whole, like, he can hide, and that's how you should do. You shouldn't really fight that much, but still, I mean, yeah. The other thing I'm kind of neutral about, I don't really dislike it, but I don't really like it either, is the purification thing that you go into. It's kind of an interesting aspect, and it's not like a impossible detriment, since you can go back and recharge everything. I assume every candle in the manor actually recharges, so you can pick them up again. But you at least recharge your candle when you go back and come back. So I can't say that it's like a bad thing or like a thing that would fuck everything up. But at the same time, it kind of limits. Like at the end of the whole thing, I didn't really want to explore anything again because it just was so annoying, since your candles will burn out and you don't know how much you have to actually still do. So you miss out on hidden stuff and everything. That's kind of like enforcing this type of time limit kind of makes me a little bit annoyed, because I can't just keep on searching. But at the same time, in the end, it kind of starts to feel like should I just keep on searching and looking around and exploring everything? Maybe not. The item system also, like recharging certain items on the ground everywhere. I feel like that was actually a good choice, because you can go and get the items that are like the base items to help you survive. And I feel like that's how it should be. But there also should be, like, every new area where you find items, they are like you get better items there as well. Like the better items, one-time items only. You should find them a little bit more. I mean, I wasn't hard pressed about them, but maybe. And like I said, the biggest problem is the fact that you can't choose who picks up what. And that needs to be, like, addressed. That's just a bad design choice. You need to be able to address, especially since the items are limited. The whole fucking creepiness factor with the ghosts and hauntings and everything, at the same time it's cryptic, but it's kind of really interesting if there's, like, lots more to this, because there are, like, obviously hidden shit that just make me kind of want to play it again and see if I can find anything. Like, keep on doing, like, more nights, checking out if I can find them, because I'm pretty sure you get more hauntings the more nights pass by. Like the face on the wall, I'm pretty sure that will at some point, if you spend enough time, will become like a haunting which you can take a picture of. And there's others that will seep into the real world. I mean, this kind of, like, makes me want to play it again just to see what else I can find. And that's always a cool thing, I guess. It means that the game actually worked, so to speak. So, yeah. All in all, I really like this game. I think it's the best by far out of these three, like 1, 2, and 3. Well, I don't say by far, like, compared to the first one, this is actually better with all the quality of life things, everything. Like, tutorials are way better and everything is just better. But the first one was really good in my opinion. Despite it being old and clunky, it actually was, like, really terrifying with good atmosphere. The second one, the beginning was like, okay, and I said it in the beginning that, okay, since I'm walking with another person, this doesn't really seem that scary at the moment. And it kind of, like, it became more tedious and boring than scary. And the whole plot wasn't, like I said, in that it just felt like they were trying to one-up the whole thing, like let's try to make it more shocking than the first one. Also, one thing I want to say about this, the storyline makes pretty good sense, and I really like the fact that they're like intertwining the first and second game. It kind of feels like this was supposed to be the final game in the series, like everything gets tied up into this, doesn't it? Like Miku and all that. But at the same time, it might feel a little bit of a fan service, like let's just add the previous ones here as well. Especially if you don't get actually like any more storylines about Mio and Mayu in this. If you get more storylines about Mio and Mayu, then it's not just fan service, there's like a whole actual subplot to it. But if you don't get anything else out of them, it just feels like they wanted to, like, makes it feels like fan service, just like, oh look, we have 1 and 2 here as well, like stuff from first and second game too. Oh, how do you like that? But at the same time, it doesn't feel like that either. It feels like it makes sense to actually have a connection to everything, and slowly like building up the return of the investigation system. Like the second game also had the investigation, but it was so like there was no investigation. There was just like they just told you about the storylines and everything, and that's it. It was like okay, this is the storyline. I mean, this is what happened, and this is how it is. Now you know everything. There was no like investigation or anything. You were just trying to get out of there, basically. In most cases, the whole storyline was just like hidden there, like in the background, and you didn't like. There were a couple of things that I was curious about, but it still was like, okay, what happened to Itsuki, or something like, what happened to Mutsuki? How did that things happen? But there was no like real special investigation. This one actually had like an ongoing research investigation plot, which was awesome. Although honestly, it didn't like connect that much to this whole storyline. Like you find out about things, but you already kinda can figure it out before you even go. If you want to roleplay the characters and they don't really know about it and you can't see the behind the scenes or put them together in that, then it's like kinda the characters find out about things. Like this would work as an anime or something, you know, a manga or something. The first one also had like a bare bones investigation, but it still did. Like you were checking out what happened here, how do they each connect to the whole incident, and what happened to Takamine's crew, what happened to Munakata, what was going on. Like, you had that going on, and it was also great. In this one, they just made it much more better. And as a side note about that, my game time is 25 hours, 21 minutes. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was like something like 26 hours of recordings, which is kinda crazy considering this is supposed to be a survival horror game. But it adds up since I keep exploring every fucking hole, and it would have been even longer if I still explored everything at the end and ran back all the places again in every chapter and every situation. But I skipped a bit in the end, so it was a bit shorter. Also, the fact that I read basically every log and everything will pad up the whole storyline, like the game time, because that takes longer than just like reading the emphasis points and just skipping everything that doesn't seem to pertain to anything. But since I like reading the lore and story in these types of every type of game, I really enjoyed doing that, and that adds up, unfortunately. So yeah, my game time is pretty long. This is actually one of the longest playthroughs that I've done, especially on the survival horror side. Like there's not many that are longer than this. It's kinda interesting. It was a pretty long game. I'm kind of wondering what about the, like there's still 4 and 5, Fatal Frame / Project 04 and 5, and they're newer ones, so I wonder how much longer they can actually be. It seems like the length keeps on increasing because of the more like emphasis on the storyline and all. This wasn't like insane storyline like text things, because like, I mean, it wasn't it was fairly heavy for a survival horror, but it wasn't like insane walls of text that you need to read all the time, and yeah, that don't really pertain to anything. But yeah, it's still awesome. I like I said, I have to emphasize, I really like this game. I think it's way better than the second one. I think it's better than the first one. And this just, how do I say, like, clicked with me. I enjoyed this. There's not really many negatives that I can say. Like I said, the only actual negative thing is the looting system, or the looting, shared looting that you can't like confirm. That's the only one. Then there's like some that are subjective, kind of like or kind of like neutral. They didn't really do anything, and that's the whole purification thing, because it wasn't like that big of a deal. Not to mention it came so late, so it didn't end up being annoying. If they would have introduced that like in the pretty early parts or in the mid game, then it would have been like, oh god, I can't even explore anything, and then the game would have been just like run past from point A to point B and do stuff. But they didn't, so it worked out. All in all, this was a very good game, and I'm really surprised I haven't heard more about this, or people haven't, like, when they've talked about Fatal Frame, this hasn't been brought up, because this was great. I kind of want, like, I'm really hyped up about playing 4 and 5 now. Next up will be 4. I own them both on Steam, and I guess we'll see how they go, or how long they take. This took really long to play through. Like, it took me 4 actual days, 4 complete days to play through, which is for me a lot of gaming time. So, but I didn't get bored, or like, well, bored. I already, like, in the second game I kind of started to get a pretty bored with the repetitive bullshit and the bullet sponge bullshit, but in this one I didn't. So yeah, I'm kind of hyped up about playing the newer ones to see if they went with this direction, because I really want them to go with this direction, this like investigation in the real world type of deal, or like adding the investigation stuff, and or like, you know, I really want there to be like this type of research addition, and it breaks up the whole survival horror shit. So yeah, in any case, that's about it. I've talked extensively about this, and next up I will be playing Fatal Frame 4. That's the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, I think, or Fatal Frame / Project Zero. I will be playing that, and we'll see how that goes. If it's actually as good as this, or better, or worse, who knows. So I want to test it out. But anyway, that's all for Project 03, the Tormented. Guess in the end I was the Tormented one. Or was it Trey? Or was it who? I don't know. But that's it, and I thank you for watching the playthrough, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. UFONman is out here. Bye bye.